Well, pharma stocks, they've been seeing a sharp reversal today after celebrating all the exemption from tariffs in yesterday's session. This on the back of comments coming in from Donald Trump that pharma tariffs could be coming very soon at a level never seen before. Let's hear out what exactly he said that's panicking the markets right now.
It's starting very soon. The chips are starting very soon. The pharma is going to be starting to come in, I think, at a level that you haven't really seen before. We are looking at pharma right now, pharmaceuticals, as a separate category, and we'll be announcing that sometime in the near future, not too distant future. That's under review right now.
Right, so that's the comment coming in from Donald Trump. Right now, the pharma index is down about 6% or so. You have Varun actually talking about what is actually that. Trump's comments is the one that's actually impacting the sector. But Varun, put everything into context, given the fact that all the constituents in the Nifty Pharma Index right now is down and out in trade.
Definitely, they have to be down because a lot of dependency of Indian pharma companies is on the US markets. Now, what the commentary is coming that you will see that tariff which have never been seen before. So that means Donald Trump is talking about a big tariff that is going to come in the Indian pharma or the overall pharma sector. Now, let us look at the US pharma, where they have the major deficit. So the major deficit is with the Indonesia, where in the overall deficit in the pharma sector, US pharma sector is around $46 billion. For Switzerland, it's around 16 billion. Singapore, it's around 13 billion. And then comes India, wherein the overall deficit is $12 billion. Over the years, if you look, this deficit has actually increased from $8 billion to around $12 billion. Now, in US pharma industry, if you look, overall, in the prescription volume, 90% is generic, and in that generic, 60% is actually supplied by Indian pharma companies. India exports around $10 billion of goods to the pharma goods to US, and on which India imposes a tariff of around 10%. And when US exports to India, there is no tariff, and that's the reason he is speaking of tariff globally on the pharma companies and also on India company. But yes, you also need to look at the overall cost structure, because for generic drugs, the price at which Indian companies supply to US markets is actually around 8 to 9 times lower than what US if manufactures will be the price of generic drugs. So we are actually very cheap when it comes to the pricing of generic drugs, and if US goes and manufactures that, then it would be inflationary for the US overall healthcare sector as well. Now overall, if you look at India, out of the total export, around 31% goes to US, and the major drugs are drug formulation and biologics, and the major companies that would get impacted if there is a tariff would be Zydus, Oro, Dr. Reddy's, Lupin. They have around 40 to 45% of their exports going to US, and some of the companies who actually they have high income coming from US in the coming years would be Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, and Cipla. So Trump tariffs are going to impact pharma companies. How soon, that time will tell, but yes, that's impacting the pharma sector right now.